Hi, I'm Eddie Owens, the Refuge Manager at Flat National Wildlife Refuge in Nampa, Idaho. And
you're watching This Week at Interior.
This Week at Interior. Secretary Haaland led the U.S. delegation and delivered the national statement at the 22nd session of the United Nations Permanent Forum on Indigenous Issues. The Secretary's remarks focused on the new era of visibility and inclusion that Indigenous peoples are in around the globe and on the crisis of missing and murdered Indigenous peoples.
Indigenous women and girls are our future. They are best positioned to uplift the needs of their communities and advance climate crisis solutions. If we do not empower women everywhere as innovators and leaders, our global climate goals cannot truly succeed.
Secretary Haaland, Principal Deputy Assistant Secretary Laura Daniel Davis, and department leaders traveled to Nevada to celebrate President Biden's designation of Aviquame National Monument. They joined tribal leaders, elected officials, and personnel from the department's Bureau of Land Management and National Park Service, which co-manage the new national monument. The designation builds upon decades of efforts from the Fort Mojave Indian tribe and other tribal nations to honor their creation story and to protect the integrity of the historic, cultural, and physical landscape they hold sacred. Communities near and visitors to the Flat National Wildlife Refuge in Boise, Idaho will have more opportunities to engage with nature thanks to a $1 million investment for conservation partnerships. The funding is part of the Fish and Wildlife Service's Urban Wildlife Conservation Program, which supports 101 urban refuges around the country that host more than 11.7 million people a year. The announcement was made during a community event with Secretary Haaland and Service Director Martha Williams. Deputy Secretary Beaudreau attended the annual U.S. Climate Action Summit to discuss steps Interior is taking to pursue a clean energy future. The Deputy Secretary highlighted the impact of the President's Investing in America agenda on the department's work to address the climate crisis. He also addressed the importance of engaging with diverse stakeholders, including tribes, state and local governments, industry partners, environmental groups, and communities affected by climate change. The Hunting and Wildlife Conservation Council's spring meeting was held in Washington, D.C. this week. This federal advisory council provides recommendations to the Interior and Agriculture departments regarding policies that benefit wildlife and habitat conservation, expand fair chase hunting, safe recreational shooting sports, and wildlife-associated recreation opportunities, as well as policies that benefit national and local economies. The council is an important piece of the President's America the Beautiful initiative. The U.S. Geological Survey joined the Federal Emergency Management Agency to release a new study showing the increased economic risk of earthquakes at the annual Seismological Society of America meeting. The new estimate is twice that of previous annual estimates due to increased building value and the fact that the report incorporates the latest hazards, as well as improvements to building inventories. Losses from the last few decades in the U.S. have ranged from about $1.5 to $3 billion per year, depending upon the time frame. USGS recommends signing up for its Shake Alert notifications for timely, critical safety information. The Bureau of Safety and Environmental Enforcement is ensuring offshore oil and gas wells, platforms, pipelines, and related infrastructure are decommissioned in a timely, safe, and environmentally responsible manner. A new rule published this week specifies decommissioning requirements for rights of use and easement grant holders. It also formalizes BSEE's policies regarding performance by predecessors ordered to decommission outer continental shelf facilities. Owners of big cats such as lions, tigers, leopards, cheetahs, jaguars, cougars, or hybrids of these species must register them with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service. An estimated 20,000 big cats are kept in private ownership in the U.S., but as they grow older, many are illegally traded or abandoned. Current private owners may keep their animals if they register them and abide by other applicable state and federal regulations. The deadline to register is June 18th for compliance with the Big Cat Public Safety Act. And our social media picture of the week is the dark skies at Badlands National Park in South Dakota. The Badlands allow for some of North America's best stargazing and astrophotography. The dark skies result from the park's remote location, limited light pollution, and high elevation. Make sure you follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. That's This Week at Interior.